What's up, everyone? This is Tatum. I'm back with another episode of Fuck This Review, where today I'm going to be reviewing Vince Staples. Vince Staples.
Yeah.
It's always funny when the artist release the self-titled album, so you go, Vince Staples, Vince Staples. What's up, everyone? Welcome back for all my subscribers. If you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Matter of fact, go back and listen to some of the past episodes. See if you like it and then hit that subscribe button. I'm sure you will. I'm really excited to do this one today. The Vince Staples album, I really enjoy it. It's a lot of songs I'm taking off this album, putting on my playlist. I'm going to be listening to this album also. I feel like I'm going to be listening to this album throughout the summer. This is Vince Staples' fourth album. Solely produced by, the whole album is produced by Kenny Beats. Short, 22 minutes, 10 records, 2 skits, 8 records for real, but really good. So I'm not going to waste too much of your time. I'm going to talk about some of the records, what I like, what I don't like, and just give my honest take. So let's get into it. The album starts with Are You With That? And it just starts off with a vibe. It's just so, it just puts you in a trance immediately. Great intro to start the record. Are you with that? Cause I'm with that. And the way he's rapping on the beats, I also got to give credit to him and Kenny Beats just for making this album so cohesive. And the way that he's approaching and rapping on it, it's like he's not even trying. Like he's so in the pocket and laid back throughout the whole album that it takes me back to how crazy he's spitting. You know what I mean? Works the 59 just said on social media, I think it was Twitter, of how West Coast artists make some of the best albums. And what I think he meant by that is that, this is what I took from it. I'm not going to tell you what he meant. But I think West Coast artists have a way of telling a great story, their story, and they also know how to make an album just sound like a movie. Like, nothing sounds out of place. It's just all tells a story, from YG to Kendrick to Dre's to Snoop's, the Vince's, the Tyler. There's so many artists out the West Coast who albums are just a great ride out album, autobiographical in a way. Law of Averages, fucking dope. What he say? I'll never get no money to no bad bitch. I just thought that line was just, and he's comical. Like it's not so serious. Like it's not like, yeah, I'm from Long Beach, Crips, all that shit, but I got a sense of humor, but don't take me lightly. And he has a line like he said, Raging Bull, this ain't no paid in full, but I killed my own. He said, yes, I love you because you black, but I don't love your ass like that. I'll put you on a shirt if you fuck me out my racks. And I'm like, yeah, that's how I feel too. That's how I feel too. That goes into Sundown Town, which is probably one of my favorites. I think that's going to be a sleeper on here. Just looking at the numbers so far and with songs that's catching traction. But that's one of my favorites. From the way it starts to the way it ends, I think that song is just fucking dope. He said, we was in the hood, rent was late, ain't had no Section 8, had a 38 and an 8th, moved to 68th. Then they put us out, we was sleeping on my auntie couch. She put us out, stomach growling, still in front of Rouse. I'll pull it out now, send a nigga to the clouds. Watch them bullets bounce, fell in love with guns. I love the sound. And just that gangster shit too, but also just, telling the story and giving you a background of his upbringing and, days weren't always bright. I didn't always have money. Me and moms were evicted. We had to live on our aunt's couch. She evicted us. And nobody, you don't even know, for those that haven't been through that, eviction sucks. Especially as a kid. That shit is mad traumatizing for a kid. So, I'm happy that this out. And it's called Vince Staples. So I guess if it's your self-titled album, you kind of got to get personal. Right? You got to. You can't name it Vince Staples, and it can't be a self-titled album and you just fucking, it's dance records all over the place. You're not that happy. It's not what you think. I like that song too. The way it comes on, man. I like that song too. It's just the vibe of this is just, it's not what you think. It's not what you thought. I just love the way that I'll mention how calmly he's just killing these records. He's just calmly doing it. That goes into Taking Trips, which is probably one of my favorites again. It's another part in the second verse I'm gonna say for my best lines, but this line is just funny how he starts it. He said, I ain't gonna lie, I've always been the one to cuff. I ain't gonna lie, sometimes I hit it once and then I'm stuck. It's like, I ain't gonna lie, you ain't the only one, and I ain't gonna lie, she only want me because I money touch. I just thought that was a funny, dope, honest way to start the record, especially as a rapper. How rappers are just mega superheroes and nothing happens to them. But you're like, nah, I'm the one to cuff. You give me that pussy once, and sometimes I'll be stuck. Apples and Trees, I think that's the skit with his mom. And even to have the skits on here where, you have your family telling stories. It just brings the listener in a little bit more. We've seen Tyler do that. We see that a lot, but Kendrick did that. Like, I think YG did that. Right? He said, I hate every time that you ask, can we talk on Take Me Home? And I was like, yes, I definitely understand that. Definitely understand that. I think him and Kenny Beats really got in the zone on this one. It just sounds really, really good. Lil Fade, that bounce on there just catching me. I rewind that song like 3 times, like before it even got anywhere. I was like, oh, I just love this. The bounce on that record is just dope. And he popping his shit on there too. Act Out, Lucky If You Get Packed Out, Really Live What I Rap About. I was like, okay. It's like his flow on that beat was just crazy. Like, it was just so in pocket. Like, as a person who makes music, when I hear rappers just in pocket, it's like, yeah, it means a lot. He closes it out with which is probably my least favorite record on the album. Not a bad record. It's just that, I don't know, it's just my least favorite. I don't see myself going back to that record at all. Damn, and that really sums it up. This is really a short album. Let me get into my best songs. Sundown Town, Law of Averages, and Taking Trips. Worst song, which you probably guessed already, is for the reasons I mentioned. Best line, crime. He said, I hate July, crime is high, summer sucks, can't even hit the beach without my heat. It's in my trunks. And I was like, damn. I always felt that way too. I hate the summertime. Summertime's in the hood is just, it's supposed to be great. You're out of school. It's hot, nice weather and everything like that. But it's like what 50 Cent say in the hood, summertime is the killing season. It's hot out this bitch. That's a good enough reason. It gets dangerous. You always see them crime rates spike in the summertime. So that line stood out to me. As far as rating, fucks given out of 5, I'm gonna give it a 4.5. Only thing holding it back from a 5 out of 5 is that it's still too early. Like, I can't call it a classic. Yeah, it's just still too early. But great fucking album. Let's wrap this shit up though.
Lil Fate, tripping, get your whip sprayed.
In closing, Vince Staples. Great fucking album, man. If you haven't listened to it, go check it out. I recommend it. If you're not a Vince Staples fan, still check it out. It's really good album. It's short. It's only 10 records, 8 records for real, 22 minutes. Great production, great vibes, great feel. I need to get in the car and play it. That's my next move. I need to get in the car and just see LA and play it because it sounds like a great summertime LA record for real. One thing I also hope is that we remember this record later on in the year when we're about to give out top albums. Like, I hope this album gets recognition it deserves to be mentioned. How we talked about the Cole album and the Tyler album and whoever coming next, Drake, Kanye, whoever's coming next, just remember this Vince Staples album. I really do think it's good. It's really, really good. And yeah, that's pretty much it. As always though, fuck this review. I'm Tatum. Peace.